Hello my friends, my name is Ryan Freeman. Thank you for coming to my channel. Please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. I am a public school English teacher at a junior high school in the country of Taiwan. I have been here for a little more than 2 years. This is my third academic year. All three public schools that I've worked at 3 different ones in 3 different cities. All of them have been very different. One of the things that I really like about the current one that I work at is they're pretty chill. They're pretty chill in terms of clocking in and clocking out time. At my first public school, we actually had a card that you had to punch in, punch out, so you couldn't really be late, couldn't really leave early. This school is a little more relaxed as long as you're doing your job. Now, what is my job? My job, I work as a PE teacher. I teach all of the PE classes. However, I'm not really the main teacher. I am just sort of, what am I doing? Okay, I'll show you what I'm doing, okay? So I show up to each PE class, and I work with a local PE teacher. I work with 3 different local PE teachers. All 3 of them have very different personalities, but all of them will take roll, and then they will space the kids out, and it's my job to stretch them out. So basically, I'll just show you guys what I do. I say, okay, everybody look to your left, look to your right, look up, look down. Okay, bring your right ear down to your shoulder, left ear down to your shoulder, arms out, circle them forward, arm circles backward, twist left and right, circle your wrist, your ankle, bend forward, touch your toes, grab your hips, bend backwards, lunge, side lunge, high knee skip, doom, 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 this kind of stuff. This is my job. So I do that with 12 classes. I do that with 12 classes throughout the week. And the cool thing about it is I get a lot of workout. I get a lot of exercise. And then I run laps with the kids. I play badminton with the kids, basketball, volleyball. But sometimes they're doing the 100-meter dash. The local PE teacher is measuring that, and I'm just waving a flag. Are you ready? Are you ready? Go! Go, Sally. Go, Peggy. Go, Penny. Run harder, Jason. That's what I do. It's a very chill job. I have no lesson planning with these PE classes simply because they want me to do the same exact warm-ups with them. So I get a little creative, just in how I present it. Okay, girls, I want you to count 1, boys count 2. Ready, go. And the girls go 1, boys go 2. This kind of stuff. Try to make it fun. Try to make it as fun as possible. PE is a delightful part of the curriculum for the students because they're in those classes and they're just hitting the books. And they're not having fun. They don't really like to study that much. They have to study, and even after school, after they've gone to school from, first of all, they show up to school early, before 8 o'clock, to clean. They're cleaning sinks, toilets, sweeping the yard, and my school that I work at does a good job. The students actually do a good job cleaning. My last school, not so much. And then they're studying until about 4 o'clock, and then after 4 o'clock, they're going to these bushibans, these cram schools, where they're studying again until like 9 p.m., and then they're going home, and then doing their homework at home, and then crashing out at midnight and doing it all over again. So PE is a delightful time for these kids. And like I said, it's a delightful time for me for the most part. However, I will say this. At first, I was a little resistant because I'm a creative teacher. I really like playing games with students. I like being in the classroom, getting to know them from their seating chart, eventually trying to memorize their names, pulling sticks, writing things on the board. I do actually like that. I believe that I can utilize a lot of my talents as a teacher / entertainer in the classroom. But this school made me a PE teacher, and I've taken it in stride, and I've learned to enjoy it and learned to have fun with it, and it's different than anything I've done before. I was a PE teacher for a few classes at my last school, but had a much less of a role, I shall say, there. But I will say that next semester, although we're on quarters, the second half of the year, I will be required to do fuller lessons. So I'm not exactly sure how that's going to work out. One of the things you should know if you work as a public school teacher in Taiwan, I've said it before. I've said it before in this channel. Expect surprises. What you think is going to happen might not be what happens, and it is a very cool environment to work in. It's very chill. It's very awesome if you're not upset by... If you don't have too strict expectations and you're able to go with the flow, then it is pretty cool. I used to get upset. It was like, because when I would do the PE warm-ups, I was supposed to get the kids lined up, and I was supposed to have that first part of the class. But, you know, when you're working with local teachers, some of the local teachers, not all, but some like to take control of that. And what I've realized is if I just let that teacher take control, it makes my job easier, and I don't have to have some sort of ego trip about who lines the students up, you know. So you have to be relaxed, have to be chill. And the cool thing, you know, unfortunately no PE classes today. The students are just doing tests all day. And then the office that I would normally take a nap in, I normally do take a nap after lunch in my office. That office is the academic affairs office, and that office is the central hub of the school. And so all of the tests are going in there, and there's all these people going in there that don't normally go in there. So it's a bit, I like my office actually. I really do like the people in the office. I like the vibe in the office, but today it's a little busier than normal. So I thought I would come here to take my nap after lunch. And it's fun to ride my scooter. Riding a scooter is more enjoyable than riding a car. Sorry, it's maybe a little less safe, but it is. Yeah, so I'm gonna head back to school, just show my face. Have nothing to do. I normally do teach 2 conversation classes in the afternoon of Tuesday and Wednesday. Today's Tuesday, but those classes are canceled because of the exam. And then, and in those classes, I have, you know, the onus is on me to design good lessons where the students can use some English. But I found those classes to be an absolute joy and not difficult to plan for. Sometimes difficult to manage. The 7th graders, the grade 1 of junior high school kids, there's one boy who's really, really wild. He's a darling kid, great energy. He's the funnest kid, even in his PE class. I mean, he's just this really fun kid. But he's a lot to handle, and he's one of those kids that gets other people laughing in hysterics. And so it was Halloween last week. Actually, on Halloween, school was canceled because of this typhoon. The typhoon was just a lot of wind here where I'm at, some rain. So we ended up celebrating Halloween the next day, and I dressed up as a red devil. And when we went to this kid's class, this kid, who is the funniest kid out of all of my classes, but this kid who does cause me the most grief as a teacher trying to teach a lesson, I just ran over to his seat and I said, "You're going to hell." It was kind of funny. Anyways, I have those 2 classes that are canceled that I do enjoy. And then I have my club class on Thursday where I have these kids for 2 periods and we really get to know each other. It's just different than all of my other schools. You know, it's like sometimes with past lovers, you know, you want to say your new one is better, and oftentimes they are, you know, but they're, or the cities you move in, this city's better, my apartment's better, but everything for me, I don't know if it's just my philosophical bent, you know, I just see the yin and the yang, I see the black and the white. This school that I work at is fantastic, better in so many ways, but there were some really good things at my last schools too, okay? In any case, I gotta head back. I'm liking my job today. Will I like it tomorrow? I don't know, but it's where I am for now. And so far, I'm very pleased with how they're treating me. and the way everything's going. I guess I can't complain too much except about school lunch. Some schools do have better lunches, and I was really down on this school's lunch, but they've picked it up over this past week. Or maybe my taste buds have adapted. I don't know what to say. All right, if you have any questions or comments, put it down below. My name is Ryan Freeman. Thank you for watching this special nap time special of teaching English at a public school in Taiwan. See you next time. Bye-bye.